Me. Oh, it says we're live.
Okay, but I'm supposed to, I think, go to the other page. I don't know.
Waiting for the movie couple.
I don't know. I think we're live. Hello, 2 people watching. There's a little bit of a delay, but what are you eating?
They're Jelly Bellies.
Oh, okay. Just all of a sudden you have food in your mouth, and I was like, what is that even? There's nothing on the table.
You know me, I find my food.
Oh my God. Anyways, hi guys. So thanks for joining us. We're doing it via Google Hangout for this live stream. Ideally, I would have liked to do this via Wirecast, but it's like a whole ordeal that tomorrow when I go into work, I'm going to have to ask Dennis, the tech genius, to figure out how we're going to do that. So hi guys, thanks for joining us. We're the movie couple. In case you don't know us, I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And what we do is basically we started off as a movie review / vlogging channel, and then we kind of went into, we never started with trailer reaction, but we went into trailer reaction, so because that's kind of been a thing, and it's fun. So let's see. I don't know if Google is also like, okay, there's nobody chatting in Google, so that's fine. So I'll just take any questions or whatever. It's basically really impromptu. Hey, late to the party. Just call them live to the party. Because you're live to the party. You add live to the party. What's up, late to the party? How you guys doing? So yeah, we haven't been really putting up much content.
Well,
on
it's
our
also
channel.
been kind of a dead season.
But let's explain that. So this last couple of weeks, the movies that's come out that's been interesting for us. King Arthur, which we totally missed.
Ugh.
Baywatch, I think it's out this weekend. And we just didn't have time to go see it when we both have full-time jobs.
Yeah,
so
we're trying to juggle, all of this stuff together and then still go out and see all of the screenings that they have, that they schedule Wendy on. And not all the time Wendy gets a +1. No. So she gets to go. And I get like, so hun, how's the movie? Which
is what happens when you see like a single review of just me and not Dustin. We've tried in the past where we kind of do like a little Q&A where I talk about the movie and he'll have some follow-up questions. But we found out that, they're saying you didn't really miss much, but we found out that it gives away too many opportunities to us to talk about spoilers by accident. And a lot of times, if I'm putting out a review when the embargo lifts is way before the movie comes out, for example, Alien Covenant. Funny story, when we review Alien Covenant, it was like a good 2 weeks before the movie actually came out. Now the movie's out. And people in the comments were pretty brutal, like, there's no way you guys saw this movie. That's a fake review. This is fake channel, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, why would I spend 8 minutes of my life
to make a fake review on a movie we didn't see?
Why would I do that?
And we're just, rolling the dice, hoping that we're going to get some of these things right that we're talking about.
Yeah, just in case.
We're going to find out that, oh, none of this stuff that we said ever happened.
Yeah.
So it's weird how weird and brutal YouTube can be.
Yeah, really. So we got some questions. With all the positive comments on Wonder Woman, do you think Patty Jenkins will direct another DC character in a standalone film? And if so, which one? This is from Wade Aiken. I feel like I'm running collider Twitter sections right now.
Honestly, with that, it all depends on the money. It depends on how good Wonder Woman does.
Yes.
If Wonder Woman makes a ton of money and gets great reviews, then yeah, they're going to be like, come back on, do another movie for us.
Yes. I think Patty Jenkins, from everybody that I know who's in the movie critic industry, they so far there's a couple of people I haven't talked to yet, but the people I have talked to are loving it, and they're not saying it's perfect. And I don't expect it to be perfect, but I expect it to be good and entertaining, and I just want them to do Wonder Woman justice. She's such an iconic superhero, and for me, when they first announced Gal Gadot as Gadot, I've heard it all different ways. Doesn't matter how we say it because it's always going to be wrong. But when they first cast her as Wonder Woman, I hated the idea.
Oh, me too. I was right there with you.
I was
like, are you kidding me?
Another model.
Just hopping in there. But I have to admit, she was one of the highlights of Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
And something that I'm really hoping for Wonder Woman is the fact that it's not this polarizing movie again. I mean, I'd much rather have it be everyone coming out of it going, "Oh, it's a good movie, it's okay," you know. But instead of this, "It was wonderful, it sucked,"
yeah.
and there's nothing in the middle.
Right.
I want to see something that is, you know, everyone's kind of like they all kind of agreeing on what kind of movie it is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hearing that there are certain parts that'll tug on the heartstrings, that'll bring you some feels, and I'm just very excited that it's gotten good reception. Now, before I get way overhyped, though I already am way overhyped for Wonder Woman, but
hard not to be.
They did early screening too for Batman v Superman.
Oh yeah.
And every day they said, oh, in the room of WB execs that there was a standing ovation. And the thing is that it's natural for the people from the studio, and this is their property that they're watching, they're gonna love it, they're gonna want it because they worked on it. So I don't want to say they're biased and blind. I just think that they were proud of Batman v Superman. I don't hate Batman v Superman. I found it a little disappointing because I think I expected too much. I think I expected too much, and I think they were trying to cram a lot into one movie.
Yeah.
Two huge superheroes, Batman, Superman, you cram into one movie, and then you add Wonder Woman into it. That's a lot for a movie to handle, and I honestly think that they did the best they could.
And also, a lot of people have their not expectations, but what they want to see happen in the movie.
Yeah.
They want to see specific kind of events, specific kind of action scenes. And when those don't happen, or they go in a completely different direction, then it's going to be a little, you know, people are going to have, I got my feathers ruffled a little bit because I didn't see, you know, you expect to see like Batman not to kill, and then you see him kill, even though maybe they have a good reason, and it's kind of going to play into the movies later. It still kind of ruffles some feathers.
Right.
So
I know you definitely had more of a problem than I did. Like I saw it and I was like, all right. Even though I know that he doesn't kill, like I still didn't.
It bothered me.
Like,
it bothered me a little more than, but probably bothered some other people.
Yeah. We're going to move on to the next question. Okay. Scott O says, what non-superhero movie are y'all looking forward to this summer?
Well, what is the one that we just saw? The trailer of the cute little animal?
That's Okja, but that's not a theater release. That's a
Netflix.
That's a Netflix, right? But I guess that counts. Okja. I think I'm very curious about Dunkirk. I don't know if it's like I'm gonna go buy tickets for opening night because there's no like war movies, not like uplifting fun. It's, you know, war movies are quite heavy, but Dunkirk, aside from that one trailer that really made me laugh with the extra, I am very curious and I'm a little excited about Dunkirk. Curious about the city of the Valerian, the city of 1,000 planets.
Oh, it looks weird.
Like a rehash version of The Fifth Element. And I think if I didn't love Fifth Element as much as I do, I wouldn't be so interested in seeing it. Iffy about the casting of Cara Delevingne. I don't know why she keeps getting.
Because every time you think of her, you think of.
But I do like Jake DeHaan a lot. Even
though she might be an amazing actress.
Yeah.
Or at least a good one.
We're looking at our preview because it's behind. Gosh, I don't know. I need my phone or something because I need to look up what movies are coming out. Like I'm drawing a complete like, oh, you know what? I don't know if it's like it's a book adaptation, but I am looking forward to it. It scares the crap out of me, like the TV series. Scare the crap out of me. Clowns in general like creep me out, but after seeing that trailer, I am just really, really excited to see it. Late to the Party wants to know, will both of you guys be at D23 this year? Fingers crossed.
Oh, I would love to be.
I think so. Fingers crossed. I think so. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll talk to you guys soon. Wink, wink. Let's see. What other... We wish we could see it with you, and especially Dustin, because...
You'd see me like this. Just kind of like this. I'd be like this. And then also, I'd be jumping like crazy.
Okay, go ahead and look up those movies that are coming out in summer of 2017, and I will look for another question. Are you guys in DC or Marvel side? The loaded question. DC or honestly, Marvel?
Whatever movie's good. I mean, I love watching some of the Warner Brothers animated movies that they have. Like, I love the Flashpoint Paradox. I would love if they kind of did that in the movies. Yeah. But also, DC hasn't really gotten started yet. They're still trying to get the ball.
Aside from like the already established Nolan stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Don't get me wrong. I love the Nolan Batmans. All of them are awesome.
But that's like DC movies. I guess now we're talking about DCEU.
I think that's what they're really asking. Now, yeah, because the Marvel Cinematic Universe is established. It's going. They know what direction they want to take. They know the storyline they want to go, and it makes the process for them easier, and it's easier to make better movies.
Yeah.
But I grew up on X-Men. I grew up on Batman. Oh, hi, Navi. Navi wants some loves and attention too. Hey, Falcor, you want to come up here too?
He hates being up high.
Okay, fine. I won't bring him up.
He wants to come up and he always gets jealous, but he hates it.
Okay, let's see.
Say hi to the people's Navi.
Oh, look how cute Miss Navi is.
This is one of our dogs, Navi.
Navi is the one that will do anything for loves. I'm trying to read the. I am one of the world's slowest readers.
This question's been tweeted out to us, so I think I should answer it. This one comes from Eric. Eric, I'm going to butcher your last name, so I'm not going to try to say it. Would you two ever consider being a team on the Schmodown? Team name could just be the movie couple. I know that Wendy does a lot of behind the scenes at Collider, so she might be too busy. TBD. I think it's the best answer we can give. Christian's approached me before, and the thing with the Schmodown is that while it is fun, and when you're on the sideline, you're like, how could you not know the answer? It's right in front of you. But when you sit
in that
on that stage with 8 cameras pointed at you, with 6 lights pointed at you, with an entire live studio audience that's judging your every single answer, you tend to, I'm a chicken shit, so I tend to just get really stressed out. And I blink.
Draw blanks.
And the thing is, one of my worst fears, honestly, and I'll admit this, I don't think I've ever said this anywhere live before, but I'll say it now, so I guess now it's on the record. I have one of the biggest fears besides failure is going on a trivia thing, while working for a movie industry critic-centric review channel thing, and Collider, essentially. And seeming like I don't know anything what I do, but when the nerves are like, how do you explain that? Like, well, you work at Collider, you should know. You're right.
You should know all these answers. But yeah, and it kind of makes sense. People are going to be like, well, how could you not know about this and that? And you're like, well, because it's stressful, and your brain it's kind of like when you've studied for a test all night long, and you sit down and you're like, I know I've read these answers before. I know what the answer is. I just can't recall it. And also, I'm terrible with names. I'm terrible with like if someone tells movie release dates.
Well, you can't be Scott Mance, I'll tell you that.
You know who would be amazing is my brother at movie release dates.
Yeah.
He has an amazing memory.
He's got really, really good memory. Somebody says, just getting here, the more you play, the easier will be. That's true. And like I think like Late to the Party, they're here in the live chat right now, and they've been doing a whole series of reactions to Schmodown, so they've been playing the game on their channel while they're watching the game, and I think that's one of like the best ways to study. I mean, obviously those questions aren't going to come up again, but they get the sense
of what kind of
what's
questions
coming. Yeah, and their match is coming up. I don't know the exact date, but they're playing Team Action.
Which one is it?
So that's I don't know if you've met them. It's Ben and Andrew.
Okay.
They're cool guys. They're nice guys. They they have very nice suits, and they stand up very straight.
Kind of swaggy.
Yeah. So, but I think Late to the Party is Ben's gonna get mad at me, but I think Late to the Party is probably gonna dominate that match. Sorry, Ben. Sorry, Team Action. But if I were to put money on it, I think I'm gonna give it to Late to the Party.
Well, especially the fact that they've been sitting down and reviewing and studying and
they know their
practicing, and they're gonna go in there. And I think they're gonna do an amazing job.
Calling it right now, I think that match is gonna go down to the final question, the final 5-pointer. So I guess Late to the Party says they're soup bros and they're going down. I love the trash talk right now. I gotta put you down. Joffrey Taylor says, what do you think of a Terminator reboot as an HBO series?
Well, that's kind of tough because they've already done a Terminator kind of TV show with Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yes.
And they've
with
already tacked, and I thought that was amazing. That was an amazing show. I'm really bummed that it got canceled.
Yes.
But then they've also tackled it as a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need to wait a little bit longer,
mm-hmm.
and then if they want to completely reboot it.
Yeah.
So trying to do it now, I think, would be a little too soon because they
following Terminator Genisys.
And also, and there's still a lot of people have watched Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Our chat.
No.
Oh, there he goes. Okay, it just jumped. All right. Our internet's been really wonky today.
So I brought up the movies.
Okay, we're gonna go back to see what non-comic book movie we're looking forward to.
So in other words, what is it? To answer the Terminator question,
yes.
I think you have to wait a little while. I think it would be a cool thing to do a Netflix series that is a reboot of the beginning.
Yes.
So start it off with the first Terminator coming back. Mm-hmm. But then you do all of this. When you start playing with time, it is so easy to get very convoluted.
Yeah.
Very,
very easily. Okay, so we're going to go through. Oh, okay. I think I've got a couple. Oh, my God. I can't believe I haven't thought of this. You guys, Baby Driver.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That looks really good.
Baby Driver is definitely one of the movies I want to keep my eyes on for summer of 2017.
And what also looks is, what is it? The Hitman's Bodyguard. Is that coming out this summer?
I think so.
If that's coming out this summer, I'm really looking forward to that.
For some reason, I feel like that's November. Nope, August 18th. So I guess that counts. The Hitman's Bodyguard.
I was like, what the heck is this? And then I saw the trailer. I'm like, this is awesome. It was one of those really cool surprises that you hear nothing about the movie. You see the trailer, and then you're like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah. Another one, it's another scary movie that Dustin's not going to come with me to see. It's Annabelle Creation. Ironically, I did not see the first Annabelle because I heard it was crap. And I don't really know if I need to even see the first one in order to see the one that's coming out because it seems like it's an origin story. So I'm going to go see that. The Dark Tower.
Oh, Dark Tower.
Very excited for it.
I saw you put your finger on it, and I was like,
The Dark Tower. I'm actually listening to the book right now.
And then, also Despicable Me 3.
Despicable Me 3.
Looks really cool.
And
really
then
fun.
to wrap it up, I'm sure there's tons that we missed, but Atomic Blonde.
Oh, yeah.
With Charlize Theron. Yeah. That's gonna, it's like, she's like female John Wick. She looks amazing. Okay, so let's see. Benjamin Workman says, who is the biggest celebrity y'all ever met?
You've gotten to meet some pretty good ones.
I've gotten to meet, because of where I work, very lucky to have met some great, but in my opinion, biggest celebrity, I'll say 3. Nathan Fillion at the Rogue One world premiere. I'll never forget it.
I remember
I'm just
how
glad
you told me your
fall.
reaction.
Oh, yeah.
You were like, and you kind of ran around in
while
circles.
pantering. Pretty much.
You pulled a Navi.
Pretty much. I was like, and it was so embarrassing too because I wanted to meet him so bad. Now I want to just say to him was someone look at his face, and I want to say, I really enjoy your work. I've loved you since Firefly. I loved you in Castle, and I think you're amazing. And Buffy, and please don't stop doing any acting. And I love your work and stuff like that. And then I was embarrassed to like go up to him because I felt like I was bugging him, even though I belonged there. Like I was invited to the premiere, so I was there, and he happened to be there. And the funniest thing is he heard me say, I want to meet him, but I'm afraid, or something like that. And he heard me. He turned around and turned on the charm. He's like, well, hello. And I'm like, oh.
You are ruggedly handsome.
What do I say? Just don't fall, because I was wearing high heels. Like, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, that's right. You guys had a cool interview. You got to sit down and actually like chat with him after the interview, huh?
Yeah. It was just, if you're in the industry, if you love movies, or you love movie making, or you're an actor, and you're really involved in the industry or want to break into the industry, he is one of the most inspirational men I have ever met. He speaks from his heart. He really, truly is passionate about what he does, and he is definitely not about the money. And you can tell from his work. And you gotta go on the Collider Video channel, and you gotta go on to look for the interview of Guillermo and Perry. she did a great job interviewing him, and he's just there is one thing he said that at one point everybody in the studio just put their hands to their chest and they went, you know, it was such a great one. And then, okay, this happened years ago, so it's way before I worked for Collider, but The Rock.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's that picture that you have with The Rock.
I met The Rock on my 18th birthday at the Cheesecake Factory in Florida.
That is really cool.
Have you met any celebrities?
I don't know. I don't really have met them, but there's been times when I've been like, I got in a picture taken with, all right.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. However, I was dressed up as Beetle at the time.
Yes.
So I didn't really get to meet him, but I did get to have a picture taken with him, and I thought it was really cool, even though I was kind of seeing him through the mask of Beetle. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what's one of the biggest celebrities that I ever actually met, where you've actually gotten to sit. You got to talk to Nathan Fillion. You got to talk to Guillermo del Toro. There's no really big celebrities that I got to talk to and be like, hey, how's it going? My name is Dustin. Oh, hey, Dustin, I'm such and such.
Yeah. Okay, this next question comes from Wade. I've been asking Collider for the past months or so with no answer. Will The Rock's big upcoming announcement be that he will appear in Justice League as Black Adam? Honestly, the reason why Collider is not answering because we don't know.
Yeah.
We can't answer something that the news haven't broken yet. So while he's been teasing, he's like, is he Black Adam? Is he? We think, well, I personally think, Wendy, not Collider. Wendy thinks that he will definitely be involved in Justice League. But as who,
really?
I think, well, I mean, he's just tweeting, you know, all the time. And the thing is that I think he'll be involved, or maybe that's him trying to put, you know, his feels forward, like, hey, Justice League, DC, I'm looking at you. I want to be involved with your project. So it could be that too. But the reason why Collider haven't answered is because there hasn't been any confirmation. So when that comes, obviously we'll talk about it on Movie Talk and stuff like that. But we haven't heard, which is why there's no answer.
And that's something that I've always really liked about Collider, is the fact that they don't really focus on the rumors or the hearsay or, oh, this is what the hot scoop is or the hot clickbait is going on. Mm-hmm. They're more along the lines of, we don't really confirm it or say this is what's happening until a reliable source says it.
Yes.
Either the studio themselves or something, one of the big name
executives,
big name executives,
somebody.
Or big name movie news,
Jeff Johns or whoever,
like what if Variety says it.
Yes, Variety, Deadline, you know, one of our Hollywood Reporter, one of the big sources. When they confirm is when we will report.
Yeah.
Unless like the editor-in-chief of Collider hears directly from
someone else,
somebody's mouth, and like is somebody who is authorized to give that information. But until then, we are still waiting, just like all of you are waiting.
I'm hoping that it's like a big surprise too. Like The Rock keeps it under wraps so much, or everyone kind of keeps it under wraps, and all of a sudden he's big in there, and you're like, holy shit, there he is.
Okay, so we've been live streaming for about almost half an hour.
Cool.
At this point, we're gonna take a couple more questions. But before we do, the reason why we were testing out this live stream, and it seems to work okay. I was trying to do Wirecast, and it was very involved, where I was like, I need more than just 20 minutes to figure this out. We're gonna do it the easier way, which seems to be working fine as long as our internet holds up. So the reason why we are doing a live stream is because our channel is about to hit 10,000 subscribers. We're, I think, like 200 or 300 away.
Yay!
So we want to do a 45-minute to maybe an hour live stream, very similar to this AMA. And I've already got a bunch of questions pulled from viewers' comments. But we're going to do AMAs. I think we're going to do a couple of little challenges on air, which would be kind of funny because we can easily screw those up, and it'll be a giant fail for the internet to see. It'll be great. And most importantly, we're going to
sacrifice our honor for your amusement.
Most importantly, we're going to have giveaways to 2 lucky winners. And we're still kind of figuring out the rules, but obviously you must be a subscriber, because that's why we're doing a giveaway. And it's our way to say thank you to all of you guys who've been watching us grow to 10K. So the prizes, we're going to give 2 lucky winners a shirt each. So 2 shirts from the company that we love, and they're called Tea No Evil. So we didn't want to do a thing where we're giving away a shirt that's not your size, or like in a fandom that you don't or may not like. So we've actually worked it out with the guys over at Tea No Evil, and they're so generous.
They're really awesome guys.
They're really, really great. So
should I get the shirts?
Oh, sure. You can go get the shirts and I'll explain to them.
Okay.
So for the shirts, you are gonna go on the once you've been picked as a winner. You're gonna go and pick out the shirt that you want in the size you want from the Tea No Evil website, and then you're gonna go ahead and send us the order. We'll figure out how to do all that once that day happens, and we will make sure those shirts are shipped to you. And then Dustin and I also are spending our own money, not sponsored by Fandango, but we are gonna give each winner a gift card from Fandango, so you can go and enjoy a movie, a night out on the town on Dustin night. It's hanging in the closet.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, I'm gonna find another question while Dustin looks for those shirts. So, thank you guys so much for joining us, by the way. I know it was very impromptu. I gave you guys like 3 hours notice, so I'm surprised there's even 66 people watching. All right. This one comes from, I'm not gonna be able to, okay.
So, this is the one that Wendy got.
Game of Thrones shirt.
I thought that was so cool, Bastards Ale.
This is my first Game of Thrones shirt, which is cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then there's this one, if you can see it.
Right.
And yeah, Fight Club and One Punch Man.
One Punch Man. Yeah. So these are not the shirts that you guys are going to be getting unless you want them. So like I said, you guys get to pick out your own shirt in your own size. So none of that like generic shirt in the size that doesn't fit you. Because we've all had giveaways and won prizes that's
and then
in that same scenario. You're like, well, I guess I can wear this to bed. Like, so we don't want to do that. We wanted to make sure that you guys got exactly what you wanted. Okay, so this question is, how hard is it to get into the industry in terms of writing or part of movie press?
The only way that you can really get in is by doing it.
Yes.
Either start up your own little vlog, and then slowly as you get more subscribers, then you're able to start working with other people that are about your level.
Yeah.
Wendy started working for...
I got real lucky.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, you didn't even start as a movie reviewer or movie commenter or anything like that. You started in administration.
Right.
Is that what it's called, administration?
I hate that word, but yes.
And doing scheduling and doing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then from there, people got to know you. Then they started looking you up, which helped you grow. And now that was kind of your springboard.
Yeah. Collider has given me tons of opportunity to develop my skills on camera and kind of blossom and embrace my passion for movies more. I've always been into the movies, so it wasn't because of Collider that I got into like, oh, I want to do movie reviews. I always enjoy going to movies. I had a friend years ago, and we, every weekend, what do you want to do? Let's go see a movie. We would just go eat, go see a movie. And that's all we did. And for years, it's been like that. In fact, in college, there was a council, like student-run programming on campus, and it was called the Student Programming Council. FIU, what's up? And there was a branch that was, it was called the Movies Council. And back then, even then, as a college student, I was able, because I was a part of the programming council, to get into press screenings and see these movies like 2-3 days ahead of time.
So even way before you got into Collider.
I'm so spoiled. Like when I see movies with the general audience, I'm so snobby. I'm like, why are you talking? Why is your cell phone on? Be quiet. Take that kid out of the theater. Like I'm such a snob, and I'm just sitting there with my arms crossed, and I'm like, they all better be quiet when the lights turn down. And then by the time the lights turn down and the sound actually starts, like it's so loud I can't hear other people that it's fine. But I get like very, very, very snobby. Okay. Oh wait, so yeah, I'm sorry. To finish that, to get into it is by doing it. I would suggest maybe starting a blog. Writing your own movie reviews, because for one, that you can kind of polish your own writing skills and get used to finding your own voice and your own style of writing. Or two, if you have a camera and you like to be on camera, heck, do both. You can write a review and you can talk about movies.
And also watch a lot of your favorite movie reviewers.
Yeah.
If they have, if you like Jeremy Johns, if you like Collider, Chris Stuckman, there's a lot of them out there.
There's so many of them, and every one of them have a different style. And I think it's really, really important, if this is something you'd like to get into, to expose yourself to different styles. And I don't want to say copy, but let it inspire you.
Yeah.
Because Jeremy Jahns is Jeremy Jahns. You can't try and be Jeremy because then you look like a copycat. Jeremy is very unique, as Chris is very unique, to John Campea, to the Schmoes. Everybody has their own style. So watch these videos. Right, watch these videos, feel inspired from them, create your own. I sound like a self-help book. The Dance Party writes, who do you think should be a genie in the live-action Aladdin movie? For me, it's The Rock.
That would be interesting. But the thing is, though, I don't think anyone, and no matter who they choose, it's going to be a tough sell because you can't think of the genie without thinking of Robin Williams. And then you're going to start thinking, oh, it should have been more like this or it should have been more like that. I think either they're going to have to go in a completely new direction or they're going to have to find someone who just really incorporates themselves, but then is still very true to Robin Williams' take on it.
Yeah. I think if I were to pick, The Rock would be very interesting, and seeing how well he did as Maui in Moana, I actually have a lot more faith in him now than I would if you asked me before I saw Moana. I would actually like to see Lin-Manuel Miranda, and I know everybody's like, oh, he's overrated, but I really think musically he can do it, and I think he can bring that style of entertainment that the genie would be required for the role of genie, because the genie's very big. That, or give us someone completely brand new. So you're going in with a fresh character, fresh actor, and you can't judge them on whatever. I just want them to be, I don't need an over-the-top comedian. I just want them to be able to handle that script and not try to be like Robin Williams. I think you still need someone, though, that could be well, they need to have comedic timing and stuff like that, but I don't need them to be like, I'm trying to be funny. Look at me. Yeah, true. But you still need someone that can kind of be able to fly off the seat. What is that called? Be able to have lines off the seat. It's all improv. I see. Kind of where you kind of have your outline in your script. But you get your character, you know what your character is like, and then you kind of just improv where you're going around the other actors. Right. Yeah, I mean, but it's one of those things that's going to be so tough. It's going to be so hard. Yeah. Yeah. I think, I don't know. All I know is whoever they pick as the genie, they've got some big shoes to fill. Because everyone's going to compare it to Robin. It's not as good as Robin Williams. Of course, it's not going to be as good as the Robin Williams version because it's iconic. It's classic. But The Rock, that's a really interesting idea. That's an interesting idea. And I wouldn't, if they said The Rock tomorrow, I'd be like, okay, let's see it. That sounds like fun. Okay, I'm trying to find another question for us, and then we might call it a day. I don't want to keep you guys around forever. Plus, I'm getting hungry. Time for some food. Okay, let's see. There's one. Oh, I just scrolled it. Okay. Mind Blown, the kid writes, which cinematic universe is better, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? Okay, answer on 3, because I think we have the same one. Oh. No? Answer on 5. I don't know. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going Lord of the Rings. Yep. Okay. I was so torn because because I have to say that the reason is because I've read the books for all of them, for both of the series, and once I read the books for Harry Potter, my joy of the movies took a hit. Oh. However, I read the books for Lord of the Rings, and I still love the movies just as much. Yes. So I'm going to have to go with Lord of the Rings, and it was just the right amount too. Yeah. So where Harry Potter had a lot to cover in all of their different movies. Yeah, I mean, it's 7 books versus 3. Yeah. And I think Peter Jackson did a fantastic job adapting the book to the big screen, and he took out even though for the book lovers, like certain times when I'm reading the book, I'm like, how could he take out that part? But if he kept it completely true, we would still be in the Shire. Because in the movie they left the Shire pretty quickly. Yeah, but in the books it was like another 10 years. Time. So they're just things to take out in order for the moviegoers to get into the juicy part of the story. But here's another question. Okay, so Harry Potter universe
or all 6 Lord of the Rings movies. So even
wait, what?
Hobbit.
Wait,
so if
what?
you took, so if you had to now weigh Harry Potter versus all of the
Are you talking books? You're not talking movies anymore.
Movies.
I'm confused.
So the 6 Lord of the Rings movies. Well, it's not the Lord of the Rings. It's
oh, I see what you're saying.
Because now I think I would probably lean a little bit more towards Harry Potter.
Go towards Harry Potter because now Lord of the Rings, the trilogy, is fantastic, but The Hobbit, what is it? The Desolation of Smaug and the Battle of the Five Armies, right?
No, it's an unexpected journey.
Desolation of Smaug.
Desolation of Smaug and the Battle of the Five Armies.
I didn't even see the Battle of the Five Armies. I didn't even see it, so I don't think it's fair for me to judge, which is why I'm picking Harry Potter. I'm sorry. I still love Lord of the Rings. You know, honestly, I saw the Hobbit movie, and I prefer the cartoon. I just thought it just didn't do the book justice at all. And I'm like, why? How could you? So there's that. How do you think, somebody's asking, Roadhogging writes, Tom Hardy as Venom. This news broke on Friday.
Oh, yeah. Well, if they're going for, what I heard is that they're going for the rated R Venom. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be very tricky. I think it's going to be super tricky to pull that off to make it so it goes in line with the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
But that would be really cool if they're able to pull in Venom and then they pull in Carnage, because you cannot do you can't do Carnage anything below R, because it is a serial killer that gets Carnage. A Venom that gets a symbiont attached to him.
Oh my God!
So
that's the dream. I think Tom Hardy. I honestly didn't see it coming.
No,
he was
the
last person I thought that would be called on to. I mean, he's in talks. I don't know if it's confirmed that now he's been cast, but I think when I read, it was either Variety or The Hollywood Reporter that said he is in early talks for Venom. I like Tom Hardy a lot, actually. So I think
he does an amazing job.
Really good job as Venom. Most importantly, I think if he is attached, I feel that they're gonna make it really, really good. It's gonna keep its integrity, hopefully keep its integrity from the comic books.
Yeah.
Because the last thing I want is you bring in Venom and then you just do a so-so job with him and then you have to reboot it again later and it's like, well, no, we had the actor.
Oh my gosh, and especially when you get an amazing actor and then you have to reboot. Someone mentioned it went past already.
Okay.
Just how awesome the answer is, Captain America trilogy. And I'm like, that is another amazing
That's
trilogy.
That's a really good trilogy.
That each movie just gets better and better and better.
Yeah. Yeah, this whole Venom thing, I don't know. This means that they're going to work on the Spider-Verse.
Wouldn't it be cool? Because then we can get Miles Morales in there. We can get, hopefully, Spider-Gwen. Because then you can start bringing in a whole bunch of the other universes in.
Yes.
So I think that'd be really cool.
That'd be great, and I would love to see that. Okay, here is some food stuff, because if you guys watch our vlogs, all we do is eat. All we do is eat. We like food, okay?
You're gonna see more of that this weekend.
Yeah, I'm still editing. I'm sorry, you guys. I have not had time to edit. So I was editing before this live stream, and I was like, I really need to hold off on the editing and then go do the live stream. But after this, I think he's gonna help me make dinner, and then I'm gonna finish editing. So you'll get Friday, Saturday in one vlog, and then today in one shorter vlog, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But 21 Pucks writes, what are some of your favorite restaurants / foods?
Well, foods is easier.
Foods is easier.
Because, I mean, I love Japanese food.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge Japanese food junkie. And it's great now living like in Arcadia because there's a whole bunch of different kinds of Asian food. And I love, even though it's not Japanese, ramen. Is ramen Japanese?
Yeah, ramen.
Yeah, ramen is Japanese. Mm-hmm. That's right. And so I love ramen. I love sushi. I love rolls. I mean, if you took me to an all-you-can-eat Japanese restaurant, I'd be
so
very,
happy.
very happy.
I mean, I grew up, obviously, growing up in Taiwan, like Asian food is my go-to. But I also love me some pasta. I love Italian food, like spaghetti and meatballs. I love chicken piccata and chicken marsala and pasta bolognese.
Spaghetti and meatballs is one of Wendy's favorite things to make at home. It's easy,
yeah,
and it's delicious.
That and tacos.
Taco.
But like the bad tacos, like I like Taco Bell, you guys. I don't even like the good tacos.
We usually regret it later on in the night.
Yeah.
But yeah, Taco Bell.
Because it's easy and convenient and affordable. So that's
yeah. You can get like you can get like 500 tacos, $20.
Yeah. Let's see. Restaurant. I think one of the coolest restaurants we've ever gone to is the Stinking Rose.
Oh.
We've gone twice, and there's only 2 that exist in California. I don't know if the Stinking Rose is established anywhere else in the States, but there's one in San Francisco and there's one here in LA. And basically everything they have there, if you're a garlic lover, that is like your food heaven. If you could die and go to garlic heaven, that is it. They have this like 40 clove chicken that's got like 40 cloves of garlic stuffed in it, and then they cook it. They have garlic ice cream,
which is actually really good. I have to admit.
New, but you do like stink a lot afterwards. you do stink like the
next
day.
Going home and having some, nookie going on because you're like, oh, you smell.
You just gotta eat a lot of breath mints. Okay, the dance party writes, who do you think should be Scar in the live action Lions King? Benedict Cumberbatch or recast Jeremy Irons?
Ooh, I think I would agree Jeremy Irons would be really cool, and also Benedict Cumberbatch would be amazing.
Yes.
The problem is with Jeremy Irons is the fact then people are going to start being like, well, it's going to be exactly like the other one. It's going to be exactly like the original.
I don't see a problem with that.
True. I mean, honestly, he did an amazing job. I loved his voice.
I wouldn't mind Idris Elba.
Oh, he would be kind of cool.
He's got that. I mean, he was in.
Actually, he might be a good Mufasa.
They've already asked James Earl Jones to be Mufasa.
Oh.
Did you hear about that? Do you know who's playing Pumbaa?
No.
Seth Rogen. You guys, do you know? I'm gonna ask you guys right now. Do you know who's playing Timon? I'm pretty sure Pumbaa's cast. They've cast Seth Rogen as Pumbaa, but I can't remember if they cast Timon. So let us know. But what? But
if they're bringing back Mufasa, then yeah, bring back Jeremy Irons.
I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, I loved him as Scar, so if I could have him on screen again as Scar, I would love it. But then if he's not available, he doesn't want to do it, or Disney only wants to have that iconic Mufasa voice back, and that be the only one, then maybe Idris Elba, Benedict Cumberbatch is a good choice.
Mm-hmm. And it seems like that's really what they should go for Scar.
Yeah.
Is that more kind of British kind of villain, because he's a little bit more up here. He's a little bit more of a sneaky kind of a character.
You know who I would have loved? Alan Rickman.
I was thinking that.
Oh man.
I was thinking that. I was like, oh, but he's not here with us anymore.
Oh, T-Bone says Grace Randolph as Scar. Grace Randolph. I wish I watched her more. There's not a lot of female journalists out there that does movie. I mean, I know a bunch, but they're all in LA, and I think she's in New York, and her channel is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Huge. And I feel like I really should take the time to at least like get to know. See, I need to practice what I preach, because earlier I was like, everybody's got their own styles, and then like here I go, I'm not watching like one of the biggest ones out there. Yeah. And also I'm trying to think of other female journalists, movie critics. There's Chrisley Kennedy, Alicia Malone, Maud Garrett,
mm-hmm.
Amy Rose, and Clark. All of these ladies are fantastic, and I'm not just saying that because I know them all personally, except for Grace. I don't know her personally. Okay, let's see. What else? Somebody says Mark Ellis joke. What Mark Ellis joke did I miss? Mark Ellis is fantastic.
You know what? And he does an amazing job when he's on Movie Talk, simply because he can do that callback so well. And it seems like everything he does is scripted. But it's not. How everything is just off the top of his head, and he really does have good comedic timing. Yeah, he really does.
Kartik writes, "How much will Wonder Woman make opening weekend?"
Ooh, a Wonder Woman prediction. I'm guessing that it's going to break. I would love for it to break 100.
I don't think it will.
You don't think it's going to break 100?
I think it'll go.
Then I'm going to say it's going to be close to 100.
I think it'll go about 95, maybe a little 92 to 95. No.
Okay. Then if you're going to go to 92, 95, I'll go to 100.
I would love it if it could make 100. I would love it.
I mean, it is the biggest female comic book character iconic.
Late to the party. Thank you. Sorry, continue.
So,
they said we wouldn't miss an evening with the movie couple. That's so sweet.
Headbutt. It's kind of like,
bam. Somebody's saying 65 million only because of prior movies in the DCEU. Possibly. I don't know if people are kind of like, I don't know. I wonder if people are kind of want to hold back. I'm not saying they don't want to go see this movie, but maybe they're going to wait for the first opening weekend to see what, like, not just critics, but general audience, casual movie goers, see what they say, and then like, okay, then I'll, go ahead and hand over my cash.
I think a lot of people, though, are rooting for this movie. I mean, whether you like the other DC movies or not, whether or not you really dislike them, you're still rooting for Wonder Woman. You're still sitting on the sidelines going, come on, I want this one to be good.
Yeah.
And I mean, I really want Wonder Woman to just knock it out of the water and for us to be like, woo, yeah.
Yeah.
At the movie theaters.
Yeah. I am so excited. I mean, Dustin knows my friend Camille, she's a designer, and she entered the Her Universe fashion show last year at San Diego Comic-Con, and she was the audience choice winner with her Harry Potter Marauder map disappearing dress. It's amazing. So she got picked, and she got to design 2 pieces for the Her Universe Wonder Woman collection that is now in it's at Hot Topic. I sound like a commercial, but I'm so excited for my friend. It's at Hot Topic. I think it's also on the Her Universe website, and I'm just so freaking proud of her because she is so talented, and I'm just so happy that the audience and just people acknowledge that. So I actually dragged Ashley Mova after Movie Talk the other day, and I was like, hey, I already bought all the stuff for Wonder Woman collection, but do you want to come with me so I can take pictures with my friend's collection store? So she was a good sport. She came with me, and it's up on my Instagram and my Twitter. I'm just so proud. And the collection looks fantastic. I feel like just like Her Universe, all their stuff, just take all my money. God. Every paycheck, I'm like, there it goes.
They do have a lot of cool stuff.
But it gets better and better and better. I remember like when the Star Wars stuff came out, I'm like, oh my God, I have to have like 6 out of the 10 things that they have. And then now the Wonder Woman one came out, and I'm like, I can't afford all of it, so I will pick 4, which is still a lot.
Someone else asked a live action Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yes, the dance party.
And they probably will get to it. I think there's going to be other ones that will come in front of it. I mean, they still have Aladdin, they have Mulan, they have Pocahontas, they have. I don't think they should do Pocahontas. I don't know if that's going to be a little weird, because the people are going to be like, well, shouldn't it be more historically accurate then?
Right. It's Disney versus history.
You do not want a historically accurate Pocahontas.
Well, I think we've seen it already in various movies in the past.
But seeing a live action Hunchback would be cool.
I would love it.
Because then you can see some really good makeup effects, some really good CGI.
I can't wait to see who they would cast as Murata.
Mm-hmm.
That and as Quasimodo and as Fredo. What's his name? Frollo. Frollo, right?
I think so. Then who was the villain?
That's him.
That is right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I think that's definitely once we see how Aladdin does and Mulan and whatever the next one is.
Yeah.
Then I think Hunchback it should be remade.
And then they still have a Little Mermaid.
Oh remake. Right.
So they still have a couple big ones. Oh, they still have Lion King to do. They still have Aladdin to do. They still have Little Mermaid to do. They're going to do their big hitters first. Yes. Then they're going to be like, hey, you know what? We're making some good money off of remaking our old movies.
Yeah.
Live action. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Okay. This next one is from Paul Anthony, who writes, is the embargo still on, or could you guys review it if you've seen it? I'm not sure what you're talking about. If you're talking about Wonder Woman, no, we still haven't seen it, and the embargo doesn't lift until I actually don't know, so I don't want to say, but I know it hasn't lifted yet. All they did was lift the social media reactions, but no review, no scores, which is why you're just seeing people like, oh, I liked it, or like, oh, it wasn't for me, or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
For the most part, people are liking it. So, and that's why, if that's what you were talking about, that's why we haven't reviewed it, because we haven't seen it yet. Okay, one more question, and then we're going to call it a night. That's fine. Let's give you guys some time to get in another question.
Well, here's a quick little yes or no. Bring back Eddie Murphy for Mushu. I would.
No.
I wouldn't be against it.
I wouldn't be against it, but I wouldn't.
I'd prefer they get
somebody else. Yeah. Somebody else.
Someone else that can still do that kind of.
Oh man, you know what? No, I take it back. He was so friggin' funny.
He was.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow. I take it back. Yes, I would like to see him voice as Mushu.
Thoughts on Captain Marvel?
Where?
Well, it just says Captain Marvel, question mark.
Captain Marvel.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. Brie Larson's gonna kill it.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna kill it, I think. Okay, so here's an interesting one. Dennis writes, not Dennis Zen, but Dennis.
Oh.
What are your dream jobs?
My dream jobs? Oh.
Dream jobs. That's a loaded question because like when you ask people are like, oh, this, I think for me, something on camera.
Yeah.
Something on camera, whether it's hosting, acting, or YouTube. And the ability to be able to make my own hours and work for myself is very, very enticing because then you're not like clocking in, clocking out every single day and like, oh my God, I'm late, or oh my God, I can't do this. And if you set your own hours, then you can work as hard as you want or not as hard on certain days if you're feeling lazy. But
yeah,
I think something in the entertainment industry on the creative side, definitely, preferably on camera.
For me, it would have to be something that's performing. That's pretty much what I do. A lot of the times I do a lot of stage shows, stage presentations, and especially I've done a lot of performances for like kids,
mm-hmm.
and I love doing that. If there was a way that that's the only thing I had to do and I didn't have to worry about the booking, the scheduling, all the other BS that has to go with all of that kind of stuff, I would have a dream job. As long as I'm up in front of people performing and entertaining, that's what I really enjoy doing, is doing entertainment for people.
Yes. Okay, late to the party, I'm gonna pick them because I love them and thank you guys so much for sticking with us through the whole live stream. They're saying, who are some of your favorite vloggers? Late to the party, I wish you guys would vlog more. But I know you're busy. But when you vlog, it's just there's something more personal about a vlog as opposed to a movie review.
Yeah, well, because you also start getting more personal connection with people. You get to see what their life is more like.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't watch very many.
You don't watch vlogs. I'm the one that watch vlogs. But late to the party, I don't even want to say vlogs, but I like you guys so much. You're so real and genuine. And that's what I like with YouTubers. I've had experiences where we've met YouTubers and they're this one person. The dog is snoring. They're this one personality on screen, and then when you meet them in person, they're not, and you're like, who have I been watching? The vloggers, Casey Neistat is top of my list because with the drone shots, his shots are beautiful. He's really personal, and it's like, I don't know how much time he has to like set up these shots, but it's very impressive. And someone who has a very similar style to him is Jesse Wellens from PvP, Prank versus Prank / BF versus GF, and then going hand in hand with that is Gina from PvP, and then on the beauty blogger side, because that's how my whole YouTube journey started, was beauty blogging. I actually have a whole beauty channel that I do not pay attention to, but I should. It's Judy's Life, and it's Judy and Benji and their 3 kids, and they're adorable, and that's more of like a family oriented blog. So if that's something like you think you'd want to like check out, they're pretty cool.
You know who I actually like, kind of watch? I just watch it over Wendy's shoulder sometimes. But when Ashley Mova makes a video,
oh my God,
she is insanely entertaining to watch, even though she's doing something that I'm sorry, I have absolutely no interest in whatsoever, which is makeup. She is really funny.
Yeah.
Just to kind of sit here and she's doing her thing, and she has such an abundance of character.
Yes.
It's really fun and entertaining to watch.
Yeah. And then final question for somebody said this earlier, and I gotta
go back.
Gotta go back. Okay, Eric writes, what are your thoughts on Ready Player One?
Okay, so Wendy told me, I was like, I didn't want to read the book. I did not want to read it because I was like, I know when I read books and then watch movies, I'm a little disappointed. I read the book. Holy cow, I love this book. And I am super excited for the movie. And it was one of those books that I'm like, I want more. I want there to be more. And I was a little sad and depressed when it was over.
Yeah, because there's no more.
And then what was it? I turned around and referred it to my mom. And then my mom's like, oh my God, this is an amazing book.
The book is fantastic, and it's read, if you listen to the audio book version, it's read by Will Wheaton, guys. It's read by Will Wheaton. So if you read the book and you want to kind of revisit it before the movie comes out, I think the movie comes out in 2018.
Not for a while.
Yeah, because they kept on pushing it back. Maybe it's 2019 now. I don't remember. But there's so much news to keep up. But if you want to revisit the book, get it on audiobook and listen to Will Wheaton. Oh my God, it'll blow your mind. I am very excited. I hope they do a really good job with it. It's Spielberg, so you know, already he is a director that I really, really like. Ty Sheridan is going to be playing Wade. Wade Watson, I think is his last name. Why can't I remember? See, this is why I'm afraid to do movie trivia schmodown. It's because of moments like these. But Ty Sheridan was a very unexpected choice for me. Just because visually, for Wade, if you know Wade from the book, I pictured
someone a little bit less physically appealing.
Yes, Ty Sheridan is a very handsome man. He's in very good shape, and if you know anything about Ready Player One, Wade is supposed to be kind of fat, quite like that. So it's gonna be interesting. But the thing is that he does look like that in The Oasis.
True, and that's where he's going to be spending most of his time.
Right. So there's also that, but I'm keeping an eye on the IMDb page on the casting to see who we're getting. And so far, you know what? Can you pull that up?
What?
The IMDb for Ready Player One, so we can talk a little bit about it.
Okay.
And then we're gonna end the live stream.
I've got like 3% left on my phone.
Well, you know what? Maybe not. Let's hold it for next one then. Let's just hold it.
And we'll just remember to talk a little bit more about Ready Player One on our next live stream.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, that's it for us. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this impromptu live stream. Don't forget to check back to our Twitter, which is just @WendyLeeZaney, because you don't tweet.
No, I'm sorry.
And I will tweet out the dates and all that stuff for our 10K subscribers live stream and giveaway. So make sure you check back often. I will have our weekend vlogs up in just a little while, and then you guys, movie reviews to come next week. We're gonna go see Pirates of the Caribbean 5, so there will be a review for that. I'm gonna go see Wonder Woman, and then once the embargo list, there will be a review up for that. And then the summer is starting, guys, so we're gonna just go ahead and start pumping out more content, and yeah, a little bit more here and there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check back, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time. I don't even know how to end the stream, so this is how it's gonna be awkward right now, because you're gonna watch me struggle
and try to figure out what am I doing.
I literally don't know how to end the stream.
Live controls.
I think I do this.
Stream status. Good.
Oops.
I think just turn off the computer. Just turn it off.
All right, bye guys.